諦めない心君とならば頑張れる無駄なことはないよ上を向いて笑おう一度君の時だから待ちきれなくなるその名前をそっとつぶやく騒ぐ気巡り巡る星の
Abandoned as a child by her mother, Aoi Tsubaki has always had the ability to see Ayakashi, spirits from the hidden realm. Shiro Tsubaki, her grandfather who shared the same ability, took her under his wing and taught her how to live with the Ayakashi in peace. When her grandfather abruptly passes away, the independent Aoi must continue her college career, armed with only her knowledge in cooking as a means of protection against the human-eating spirits, in hopes that the Ayakashi will not turn on her or other unknowing humans as a tasty meal. She takes it upon herself to feed the hungry creatures that cross her path.
Number 9.
お前早く着替えろ
反省したの
Inako is a minor country, enclosed by two superior countries, the militaristic Milledonia, with its goal of conquering as much land as possible, and the monotheistic Selenfalen, devoted to the deity Saint Philia. Annie Inako is the sole princess of her country, and in order to eliminate hostility between the three countries, she is sent as Inako's representative to a peace treaty signing in Selenfalen. However, Annie's hope of a smooth ceremony are shattered when she meets the eccentric princess from her rival countries. With the treaty binding the three countries together, Annie and the princess must learn to overcome their differences. Together, they search for the common ground on which to develop their friendship.
Number 8.
愛していますエマさん僕と結婚してください
Emma has been a maid for most of her life. Working for a retired governess, Emma has grown to love her work and has long since accepted her place in society. Beautiful, hardworking, and exceptionally kind, Emma has captured the hearts of many of London's working men, but their feelings always remain unrequited. Emma is waiting for love, and she finds it in the most unlikely of places. William is the eldest son of the wealthy Jones household, a family that has only recently been accepted into the gentry, securing their position in high society. He is also the former ward of Miss Stoner, and on his first visit in years, he falls madly in love with her maid. His earnest attempts to win her affection, coupled with his good nature and warm personality, have captured Emma's heart.
Number 7.
届くところにいることだ
私それしかできないですか
動けな
The story takes place in the second half of the 19th century. As Japanese culture gains popularity in the West, a young Japanese girl, Yune, accompanies a French traveler, Oscar. On his journey back to France, Yune offers to help at the family's ironwork shop in Paris. Oscar's nephew and shop owner Claude reluctantly accepts to take care of Yune, and we learn how those two, who have so little in common, get to understand each other and live together in the Paris of the 1800s.
Number 6.
私はあなたを助けたい。絶対に死なせはしない。お願い。
In a futuristic era, the world is a peace-bringing entity. Though no one knows its location, it has watched over Earth for so long that war has become merely a fable. The airship Norn's task is to deliver 9 ability users to the world. After collecting the last person, Norn takes off. Included on board are 8 men and 3 women. While en route, suspicions arise amongst the passengers when they realize that there are too many people on board. As they try to determine who has snuck aboard, the ship is attacked by an unknown assailant aiming to stop the Norn's progress at all costs. From this chaos arises questions. Why were they granted powers, and what must they do once they reach the world?
Number 5.
守るためお供をさせていただきます。姫を守る騎士として。
ありがとうございます。
The heroine is a normal girl, until one day she is invited to another world and becomes the princess of the dream world, where people use dreams as the energy to live. One day, the dream world is being attacked by something called Yumekui, or a dream eater, and many princes are being attacked by it. The heroine must wake them up to save the dream world, as the princes are unable to wake up due to having their dreams stolen.
Number 4.
Although her name means Snow White, Shirayuki is a cheerful red-haired girl living in the country of Danbarun, who works diligently as an apothecary at her herbal shop. Her life changes drastically when she is noticed by a silly prince of Danbarun, Prince Araji, who then tries to force her to become his concubine. Unwilling to give up her freedom, Shirayuki cuts her long red hair and escapes into the forest, where she is rescued from Raji by Sen Wistalia, the second prince of a neighboring country, and his 2 aides. Hoping to repay her debt to the trio someday, Shirayuki sets her sight on pursuing a career as a court herbalist in Sen's country, Clarines.
Number 3.
なんでもないわ。ねえ、犬塚ロミオ。私と踊ってくれますか？
We lay our scene in the Fair Dalaya Academy, where 2 countries, both alike in dignity, come together. The black doggies of the eastern nation of Towa and the white cats of Principality of West have a long-standing feud. Romeo in Osaka and Juliet Persia leaders of their respective dorms, seem to be bitter enemies. In reality, however, Romeo and Juliet are hopelessly in love, but revealing their relationship would call upon the ire of all their comrades. They hide their love to maintain peace, but a clandestine relationship means they miss on many of the activities couples get to do. As they grow closer together, Romeo and Juliet must come to terms with the fact that keeping the relationship a secret may prove to be impossible.
Number
だけのものにできる。お前の全部俺がもらうぜ。
世界が終わっても愛してる。
俺も愛してる。
Within Cardia Beckford's hazy memories, she can recall her father, Isaac, and the home where she lives alone, feared as a monster by the townsfolk, for in her body she carries a deadly substance. Embedded in her chest by her father, the eternally beating heart, also known as horologium, has the capacity to produce infinite power. However, it also makes her skin destroy anything it touches. Many in London seek the horologium, including the terrorist organization Twilight, with whom Isaac is rumored to have close ties. To obtain the horologium's power, the British military forces Cardia to leave her home as their prisoner, but on the road she is whisked away by a gentleman thief Arsène Lupin, who says he will steal her heart. Joining Lupin and his companions, Cardia begins a journey to discover the truth behind Isaac's connection with Twilight, her missing memories, and the horologium within her chest.
Number 1.
In the Sun Kingdom, sunshine is part of its citizens' everyday lives, and rain is something that they have never even heard of. However, in a faraway land called Rain Dukedom, the weather is reversed and everybody has the power to create rain with their voices. Livius Ifriqiya has conquered the entire world and expanded the Sun Kingdom's influence in the 3 short years since he was crowned king. Upon learning the powers to create rain, Livius decides to marry Nike Remerciera, one of the princesses of the Rain Dukedom. However, those outside the Sun Kingdom have spread a rumor that Livius is a cruel, ruthless, and tyrannical ruler, and as word reaches the princess, she begins to prepare herself for the worst. But when she finally meets her fiancé, Nike discovers that he is an entirely different person from what she originally expected.